Welcome to GripeCast with your host, Alex Hernandez. This show is dedicated to consumer technology news and pop culture. GripeCast is owned by Techaeris. Visit Techaeris.com for the latest tech reviews, news, entertainment, and pop culture. Now sit tight, the show's about to begin. All right, welcome to GripeCast. This is the least listened to podcast on the internet, and this is episode 40, the big 4-0, and it's going to be a doozy of an episode, I hope anyway. A little bit of griping and only one topic this time, and you already saw the thumbnail, so you know what I'm going to talk about. But I do want to thank you guys for being the most intelligent audience on the internet, for listening to the least listened to podcast on the internet. And thanks for supporting. Hey, before we start, I want to ask you guys to go down in the comment section below in the description and click those links. I got a link out to Techaeris.com, which is my website. Greatly appreciated for traffic there. Also, I have links to my t-shirts. You can get a Techaeris t-shirt and a GripeCast t-shirt. Buying the merch helps support the channel, help support my podcasts, help support the videos that I do and the website. So anything you can do is highly appreciated. So yeah, I really do appreciate that support that you guys are giving us, whether it's in buying merch or whether it's in just visiting the site, giving us a thumbs up, subscribing, doing all those things. All those things really do help. I know a lot, people, podcasters and YouTubers, they all ask the same things of you, and it's just because it is helpful to the algorithm and a lot of these platforms for that to happen. So we appreciate it. So, all right. So you saw my title and you saw my thumbnail Monday and a good portion of Tuesday. The social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, but we will call it X because that's what it is now, locked me out of my account, and that shocked the heck out of me because I had just started my day, did my normal stuff, had my coffee on my desk, going through my emails, started going through my socials, and I posted, read through my socials, and I posted something on X, and a mere 5 seconds later, boom, my screen went blank, totally blank. And then it said something to the effect of suspicious activity detected on your account. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. So that really did surprise me. So I tried logging in on another device, and it did the same thing. It locked me out. So I appealed. I sent an email because it wouldn't let me appeal anything at the moment. But it didn't give me a reason, and I couldn't figure that out. So I got a hold of support via their webpage and opened a ticket. And I believe the ticket said they would look into it. And hours went by and no response, nothing from them. I tried to get back into my account again, and again locked out. Suspicious activity detected on the same message. I kept getting the same message. So after several hours, I sent another email, and the response was, "We're still looking into it." It didn't really say it that way. It was an automated message. It just said, "This is related to your previous ticket. We're still, pursuing this, blah, blah, blah." So more hours went by, still not able to log in. Able to log into my other accounts, my other Techaeris account, and deal and work on that account. But my personal account, my personal X account, I could not get into. So I decided to try to get a hold of Twitter support via DM, and that wasn't working because you have to be a subscriber to Premium in order to get support through direct message. Okay, so my Techaeris account is not tied to a Premium account, so I couldn't get support through there. So I went through, I went through the whole process of trying to recover the account, and nothing was working. So I let it sit. I let it sit for, I don't know, a good 3, 4, 5 hours. And I went back in. I cleared my cache and my cookies, and I went back in. And this time I was able to get to the point where it asked for verification for my 2FA. And I did actually do that. And then it triggered again, suspicious activity. You cannot log in. So then I sent another email, responded to the email support ticket asking what's up, what's happening, why is this happening, this needs to get fixed. And that they sent an email almost immediately back that said, this ticket has been closed. You need to open another ticket if you want to continue. And I'm like, well, how can it be closed? I wasn't told what happened. Nobody told me, nobody sent an email, said, this is the rule you broke, or this is what's happening. This is why we locked out your account. And so none of that happened. So I'm sitting here in the dark, not knowing what's going on and not knowing why I've been locked out of my account. I'm actually going to see if I can pull up a few of these screenshots I took of, at least for myself, so I can see what these warnings said. Suspicious login prevented. We blocked an attempt to access your account because we weren't sure it was really you. This happens when we notice unusual login activity, like an attempt to log in too many times or from a different device. You'll need to wait before trying to log in again. So I did wait, and then I tried logging in again, and it gave me the same information. I was unable to. So all of Monday, pretty much, from when I woke up, all the way through Monday, I was unable to access my account, and did not know why I could not access my account. That is the main reason I'm griping today, and that's the main reason why I'm doing this podcast. Is, listen, Elon, Linda, I understand you have your rules, and you have the right to enforce your rules, your platform. But as a user that's paying premium dollar for this account, I have a right to understand why I'm being restricted, why I'm being locked out, why I cannot use my account. If you cannot see how frustrating that is to not know what is happening with an account that you have paid money for, to a company that has your information and your data, my data. You have my data, you have my personal information, all these details, and I'm paying you, and you're not telling me why I can't use the service or why you've locked me out, then there's a problem. And that I take issue with. So, I was locked out all Monday. Woke up on Tuesday, attempted to log in again, got the same message. This time I went into support, and I chose the option that says your account might be your account might be hacked. So I chose that option so I can see if I can go another route. So that allowed me to change my password. So I went and changed my password. I was able to get the 2FA again. And I got the notification for 2FA. I acknowledged the notification, and I went through the process, and then went into login again with the new password and the new information. I got the 2FA notification. I acknowledged it was me in my 2FA, and it did the same thing. Suspicious activity detected. Okay. And at that point, it was mid-morning Tuesday, and I was getting more than frustrated because I had already been frustrated as it was. And so I waited it out again. I waited it out, and I did some work. And to be honest with you, it was hard. It's silly to really think about now that it was difficult to get work done, knowing that someone was controlling your account from X. Someone at X had total control of your account and was not letting you into your account and was not telling you why you could not access your account. That is the biggest, like I said earlier, that is my main issue with this. So I let it lay again. And then I tried again and sent email. I DM'd through my other account. I DM'd X and got no response. Same canned information. There's no support on DM. I tagged support. I tagged X. I tagged Elon. I tagged Linda. I did all those things, and nothing was happening. Still the same situation. And somewhere, I don't remember the exact time, but somewhere in, I don't know. Actually, let me jump on X here, and we will look to see what time I got access back to my account. We'll go here. I'm here already. Let's see. That was yesterday. Here we go. I have been released. Okay, so let's see if we have a timestamp on this guy. 10:26 a.m. Excuse me. 10:26 a.m. yesterday, they finally released me. And release me. Okay, anyway, that just got in my mind. Let's see, account unlocked. So I was able to go through the whole rigmarole again, logging in, using my new password, and logging in, and the 2FA went through this time. All the other times I tried with 2FA, it just said suspicious activity. So in this case, boom, we got, thank you for addressing this issue. Your account is now available for use. To prevent future lockouts or account suspensions, please review the rules. But here's the thing, again, what did I do to get locked out? I didn't address any issue because no issue was presented to me. Nobody said, here's the issue that needs to be fixed. Here's what you need to do to fix, to gain access to your account again. That was never conveyed to me and never articulated to me in an email, in a private message, in nothing. So I have no clue why I was locked out. And I'm a premium member. So I jumped into X Support's page, and I DM'd them from my personal account, which is a premium account. And I got the same message. There is no support through DM without a premium account. And I'm like, I have a premium account. Let's see. I think I have that one here. Right here. Yeah. Thanks for contacting X Support. Help via direct message is not currently available. Please use our in-app help options or visit our help center, which is useless, by the way. And I told them I am subscribed to X Premium. So I did not get support from X through their premium at all. And then after I got access to my account, I had another pop-up come up and said, why does my account have a label? And that says, let me pop over here. We have found that your account may contain spam or be engaging in other types of platform manipulation. You may not use X's services in a manner intended to artificially amplify, suppress information, or engage in behavior that manipulates or disrupts people's experience or platform manipulation defenses on X. And then they say my account is limited in reach, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing. I posted this. I said, listen, I have no issue with X having rules and doing what they have to do to enforce those. What I do take issue with is that there's zero communication on that enforcement. No one contacts you to tell you what you did. It is impossible to get a hold of support to find out. This is unacceptable, especially if you're paying to use this platform. The accounts that are part of Elon's club get preferred treatment because they all gang up on support and get something done. But us small accounts have little to no voice to do this. So basically, I have seen large accounts get, triggered. The algorithm, the code triggers something to lock them out or do something, but they're revived pretty quickly because they have Elon's ear. We don't get that. And if we don't have Elon's ear, then what do we have? Support's not there for us. Does that make any sense? To have to pay for a service that you can't use, that you can't get support for? So I absolutely had a horrendous Monday and Tuesday because I was just consumed with this issue. And maybe I shouldn't have been consumed with it as much as I was, but I was. And so that's why I'm here griping. So that's it. X locked me out of my account without a reason. And that is unacceptable. Not everybody on X has a podcast or a way to gripe about it. And so that's what I'm here for. I'm griping for those who are frustrated with the system. So if Elon is listening, which would make him an intelligent man, if he's listening, dude, fix this, all right? Fix it. If you want me to pay you money to use your platform, then fix the support. Have somebody that we can talk to, interact with. Don't give me canned responses and automated emails and AI bullcrap. I'm sick of it. I mean, it's unacceptable to have to deal with that. So, that was it. That's it. But what was even more interesting is after I got back in to X, and I was able to get back in and start posting again, and everything went back to normal. I also had issues getting logged into any other device. Listen, I mean, I posted this too as well. I review laptops and I review smartphones and I review tablets and devices that I get several of every year. So I log into dozens of devices within a year. So I'm all over the place. So there has to be some way that you can articulate to X that you are a heavy user of devices and that you will, you're going to log in. There's got to be a way to authenticate that. I appreciate security and I appreciate having layers to protect your account. That I appreciate. There's nothing wrong with that. But there has to be a way to articulate that, a way to flag that in the system. Maybe an extra layer of security where once you go through 2FA, you have to authenticate again and say, listen, yes, this is definitely me, and this is the proof I have that it is me. I don't know how to work it out, but all I know is that this experience was horrible. Absolutely the worst experience ever from customer service. X support is non-existent. And, whatever the X employees on X want to come out and say, whatever. I know there's a lot of X employees that post on X and they're on there all the time. Most of them are saying, well, you don't get a lot of traffic on you don't get impressions on your posts because you don't have good content. Well, that's bullcrap. Your content is garbage and your support is garbage. So anyway, the good news is I'm back. I'm able to post again. I'm back on my iPhone. I'm back on my Pixel, and I'm back on my desktop and back on my tablets, and I'm back everywhere until the next time X decides they want to lock me out for no good reason. Because there is no good reason, because there was no reason given. And that is my main point. Give me a reason why you lock me out. Give me a reason. Other than suspicious activity. That doesn't mean anything. That's a generalization. And then the flag that you put on there after the fact, after I got in, saying that I was spammy, which I don't spam. And there are bigger accounts on that platform that do more spamming than it. I mean, how about the guy that posts constantly, having a good time yet, or having fun yet? And that's all he posts. And he gets 500 million or 500,000 impressions on that one post. I mean, come on. That's content. That's engagement. You're full of crap. So, but I do want to segueing from that into still on the topic of X. Once I got back in, yesterday was a very good day on X, as I was able to find post from the Parzival, and actually not his post, but the post from Matt Kim. So he did a interview with the Parzival, the one Parzival, and there's a lot of good information in this video, and I encourage any X user to watch this. Unless you are simping for Elon, you don't want to watch this if you're simping for Elon, because there's just a lot of information here that is very truthful. And it talks about how the X algorithm actually works and how it works against you and me, but works for those that are in the club. And you and I are not in the club. And the only way to get in the club is if you are constantly in the good graces of not only X, but Elon and the people that are in his inner circle. And you might laugh at that, but that's the truth. And what you really need to do is go and check out. I'll link this down below. Thanks to Matt Kim for doing this interview. But I'll link to Matt's video, and I'll link to the Parzival's Twitter algo finale thread. Very interesting stuff to read about the algorithm on X, how it works against you. And yeah, I mean, if you feel like your account on X is not getting a whole lot of reach, there's probably reasons for it. And some of them are right there in my own bio. Christ follower, any mention of Christ or stuff like that, any Christianity stuff, most of the time gets suppressed. So it's just a very good explanation of the algorithm, and I think everybody would be far more intelligent if they watched that video. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes long, very long video, but very worth it. It took me a good day to watch the whole thing. I had to break it down into portions because it was so long. But and there's no way that I can explain all of it here in this short podcast. But what I will say is who controls, X controls, in their terms of service, X has the right to censor you. Elon calls X the free speech platform. There's no censorship, and it's freedom of speech, but not freedom of reach, is what Linda's big line is. So they'll allow you to talk, but that doesn't mean that they have to allow your information to be disseminated out. So they can suppress what you're saying, which brings me to Section 230. So then why are we not considering X and Facebook and Google and any other platform that you use that has terms of service? Why don't we consider them a publisher? Because if they are in the business of censoring or in the business of going through your information that you're putting out there, and they can limit it, in that way they are a publisher, because they're editing. They are editing your data. They are editing your work, and they can choose who gets to see it. So I think that would fall into a publisher. So, and that's like one of the reasons why I don't do comments on my website. If you go to Techaeris.com, I used to have comment section here on Techaeris.com at the very bottom, but I don't do that anymore because I didn't. There was so many comments. A lot of them were crude and rude and links to weird things. So I took my comment section out. So I am a publisher, but I publish my own information. I publish my own stories. I publish my own reviews. and opinions, and that's all that gets published on my website. I don't publish, so I don't have a comment section, so I don't publish. I'm not responsible for that. But as far as X goes, you comment below and tell me what you think. Are they a publisher? Should they be considered a publisher? I think they should. So, especially if you're charging to use premium and then you're editing what people can say and do. And maybe not so much the word, they're not editing your words, but they're limiting who you can reach. So in a way, I think that's publishing. All right, let me look at my notes here, guys. I've been going over through this. I had a few notes, and normally I do my podcasts, and they are very off the cuff, and but I kind of wanted to try to stay on topic here, and I think I did fairly reasonably well. A little bit of off the rails there for a minute, but we're back on. But that was it. That was the main point of this podcast, was to hopefully reach somebody at X that can either explain to us why, if someone is locked out or they have some sort of label on them, where's the explanation? And that gets touched on in the video with Matt Kim and the Parzival. There are labels that X still uses that were from old Twitter that they use now. And Elon said that would be transparent, that we would know when we were labeled and why we were labeled and what label we were given. But that was like a year and a half ago or whatever it was that he promised that, and it hasn't happened. So that's it. This is what I'm asking for, Elon. I'm asking for you to make your support better, especially for premium members. Being locked out of your account without an explanation and without a reason is unacceptable. I got to know what I did, how I can fix it, what you want me to do to fix it. And there has to be a communication there. It's like you just can't, shut the door on someone and not talk to them. And then 36 hours later, open the door and say, okay, you can come back in. And you're left standing there wondering, what the hell did I do? So that's it. That's basically my gripe. I don't know if you guys have been locked out of X before, or if you've had this sort of situation. Please comment, and wherever you're watching this video or whatever social media platform it's published on, comment below and tell me what you think of X support, and what do you think of X? Where do you think that's going? What do you think of Elon's progress with it? Listen, I'm not jumping on here to be an Elon basher. I'm not an Elon basher. I like things that Elon does, but I don't like some things that he does. So, to me, I feel like we're living in a time, especially on X, where we're living in a time where you're either with Elon or you're against Elon. And there's we're living in a time right now in general where you can't just be a middle of the road person who sees both sides and can think for themselves and make a decision based on all of the information. No, right now it's you either believe this on the left or you either believe this on the right. And you have to choose a camp. Well, it doesn't work that way for me. Listen, I like Elon's SpaceX. Well, congratulations on the launch yesterday. Great, awesome. I like the Boring Company. I like Tesla. Except for the Cybertruck. That's crap. I don't like the Cybertruck. But there's just some things that I don't like. And right now the way he's running X, I have some issues with it. And I think that's just fine. Whether, I don't have to like everything that he does. But I guess if I want to progress on X, I should like everything that he does, because that seems like the only way to get any kind of impressions or kind of traction on X is to be on his side 100% without question. But I guess I'm just not going to go very far on X, because that's not going to happen. But that's just the same with anybody. That's not just Elon. I like Apple. I don't like everything they do. Heck, even Google. I haven't liked Google in a long time, but I've been using this Pixel 9 Fold, and I'm just shocked how much I like it. So guys, in my opinion, you got to be middle of the road. There's no. You can take a side to a certain extent, I think, but when people on the side that you're on start attacking you because you disagree with something that they said, then it just becomes a cult. And I don't like that. That's not my bag. Hey guys, thanks for listening. Please hit the like button, subscribe, comment below, follow on X and all the other platforms that are out there. We're on Blue Sky as well. See, this is what I'm telling you. I don't really give a crap what social media platform we use. I want everybody to listen to my content. Doesn't matter if you're left or right or center or behind, whatever. I make content for everybody. So, but yeah, make sure to do all that. Check out the links below. I'll link down to Matt Kim's video, link down to the Parzel's thread, and also my t-shirts and my website. All the support you guys give me, I appreciate it. Make sure you take care of each other, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you on the other side.